Well, law enforcement making a pair of drug busts on a major Arizona highway. DPS says a traffic stop last Thursday on State Route 87 in Payson led to the seizure of more than 10,000 pounds of fentanyl pills. A canine sniffed out the pills and other weapons in the car. Both the driver, 22-year-old Kendall Allred, and the passenger, 39-year-old Anthony Spite, were arrested. And earlier this week, another drug bust, this one also in Payson on State Route 87. The Gila County Sheriff's Office says more than 49,500 M30 pills laced with fentanyl and more than 22 pounds of fentanyl powder were found during a traffic stop on Wednesday. The estimated value of those drugs totaling more than $1.5 million. The suspects, 36-year-old Rosa Rosales and 22-year-old Karina Casteda, were arrested.
Tucson woman shoots and kills a registered sex offender. Pima County Sheriff's Office says he tried to break into her home. This is 42-year-old Jason Malgram. Tried to force his way into the 54-year-old woman's home. The woman fired a shot out the window at first to try to scare him. He reached inside trying to get that gun, and that's when the woman shot again and killed him. She was not arrested.
Thanks for joining us on Fox 10 at noon. A young woman shot and killed during a road rage incident in the West Valley. It happened overnight Tuesday.
And today, DPS troopers released a description of the vehicle involved. A silver or gray Chrysler 200 was the car being driven by the other driver in that deadly road rage shooting. It happened early yesterday morning near I-10 and 83rd Avenue. 18-year-old Brittany Gutierrez Bugern of Phoenix was a passenger in that car when she was shot. She died at the hospital. The other vehicle took off.
We find many times as these road rage situations happen because of aggressive driving on the part of one or more of the drivers. Then it escalates when one of those parties doesn't disengage.
So again, authorities looking for a silver or gray Chrysler 200. If you have any information, if you were in that area early yesterday morning, you are urged to call DPS. That number is 877-4AZ-TIPS.
New details tonight in a complicated missing persons turned double murder investigation.
The victims include a father found dead and his adult son held captive inside a Goodyear home while suffering from gunshot wounds. Fox 10's Nicole Garcia is learning more about the victims and the couple who own the home at the center of this case.
Investigators are still putting the pieces together in this very complex murder case. Relatives of Chad Holvig and Anthony Vane, the two men who were found dead, are still waiting for answers. Meanwhile, court records reveal the extensive criminal history of one person who was arrested at the home where those bodies were found.
Investigators were not looking for 31-year-old Anthony Vane when they discovered his body while serving a search warrant at this Goodyear property. His family tells Fox 10 Vane strived to become a pro snowboarder, just wanted to be a good friend, brother, and inspired others to do the same. They say they don't know how he's connected to the other men that deputies were searching for. 51-year-old Chad Holvig and his son Dalton were both reported missing in July. Relatives of Chad also in the dark about why and who killed him. His niece describes him as a loving uncle, father, and grandfather. Dalton Holvig does have a recent criminal past. Court records show he was caught with a stolen tractor and a stolen motorcycle along with drugs. A warrant had been issued for Dalton's arrest for violating probation. Dalton was found alive, shot, bound, and held against his will. A couple at the home, Roberto and Christina Bernal, were arrested and charged with kidnapping, assault, and weapons charges. Felony counts that Roberto Bernal is familiar with. Court records show over the last 20 years, he's been indicted and convicted of more than 4 dozen charges, including being part of a criminal street gang, car theft, trafficking stolen property, armed robbery, fraud, extortion, and a slew of drugs and weapons charges. Members of the Holvig family tell us they don't know how Chad and Dalton are connected to the suspects and remain concerned for their own safety during this investigation. So far, the Bernals are not charged with murder, and investigators continue to work to determine a motive and the identity of the killer. The two murder victims have no known criminal history, and it remains unknown what Vane's connection was to all those involved. I'm Nicole Garcia, Fox 10 News.
It was not a typical Monday morning in downtown Phoenix, that's for sure. A camera on a Tesla recorded a driver hitting a woman as she crossed the street.
And the driver did not stop. Linda Williams is live in downtown Phoenix with the video. Linda.
Standing right in front of the crosswalk where it happened. Now, as far as we know, the woman who was hit was not seriously hurt. We hear about hit and run drivers and accidents all the time here in the valley, it seems. But hearing about it and seeing one, thanks to technology, are two different things. It was a stunning moment in time just before 8 a.m. in downtown Phoenix Monday morning.
Definitely hard to watch, that's for sure.
In the video, you see the driver of a silver sedan hitting a woman as she crosses 3rd Street in the crosswalk. Matthew Hart was dropping his wife off in his Tesla. The car has cameras that recorded the incident. At the point of impact, the woman's belongings go flying, and much to everyone's dismay, the driver kept going.
I don't know what was going through her mind, whether she was perhaps on her phone or, might not have been aware of the accident, what have you.
People nearby sprang into action. Several ran to help the woman who was sitting dazed in the crosswalk. And then there's this guy.
Like a real-time superhero.
Yeah.
Like drops his bag, just starts sprinting after the car. And that's what alerted us. We heard him screaming.
Hart says several people even chased the fleeing driver.
Definitely a win for humanity and a win for technology, too. I mean, it was pretty neat to be able to have a full-fledged video of the entire interaction from multiple angles, to be able to share that with the police to hopefully, get this person that fled the scene.
Phoenix Fire Department paramedics were called to check out the woman. They say she refused transportation to the hospital. Phoenix police, meanwhile, are investigating and searching for the driver. Linda Williams, Fox 10 News.